Lawyers representing senior People's National Party members Peter Bunting and Philip Paulwell were put on the defensive by the Court of Appeal today. The judges challenged them to justify why incumbent Director of Public Prosecutions Paula Llewellyn should not benefit from the recent change in retirement age to 65. The panel scrutinized the claimant's argument that allowing Ms. Llewellyn to benefit from the change was retroactive and unconstitutional. Natalia Clarke has highlights from day 3.
The People's National Party's attorney, King's Counsel Michael Hilton, is challenging the government's argument that the provision in the amended constitution allowing the DPP to elect to retire at any time after reaching age 60 was merely added to preserve the incumbent's pension benefits. Addressing the 3-member judge panel in the Court of Appeal on Wednesday, Hilton argues that there needs to be a separation of powers and that the Constitutional Court was right when it ruled in April that the provision was of no legal effect. The claimant's position is that the provision was enacted for an improper purpose and steered the court towards the point that other legislation like the 2017 Pension Public Service Act exists that preserves the DPP's early retirement benefits. Attorney Kevin Powell further argues that the increase in retirement age for the DPP from 60 to 65, though a non-issue, could not apply to the incumbent since she had already passed age 60 when the bill was sailed through Parliament last year. He argues also that Llewellyn had already benefited from a 3-year tenure extension, which ended September 21, 2023. These points were, however, challenged by the senior judges who pressed the claimants to explain why DPP Llewellyn could and should not benefit from the changes. Their reason that at the time the bill was passed, Llewellyn was legitimately in the post and so would be entitled to any general tenure extension approved for the office. This sent Attorney Powell back to the point that there was no separation of power and legislators intended for the provision to solely benefit the incumbent, thus making the change unconstitutional. The 5-day hearing continues on Thursday, where the claimants continue their argument. The government is being represented by King's Counsel Alan Wood, while DPP Llewellyn is represented by former Solicitor General King's Counsel Douglas Lays. They are seeking to overturn the Supreme Court's conclusion that Llewellyn's second extension was unlawful. Natalia Clarke, CVM News.